Okay, here's my audience. This is Blake Cooley, Connor Koza, Thomas Doherty, Connor Rail, and Nick Boda. I'm Jake Lortz, and this is my narrative speech. Everyone has those days where as soon as they wake up, they know nothing is going to go right for them. It just takes one genuine conversation or a positive outcome to change this mood. That's why going out of your way to do a good deed goes a lot farther than anyone ever would know. I had an awful day at college, and it included roommate issues, a bad result on a test, and an evening round of golf. Now I know none of those three things really correlate at all, but they merge together to make a really bad day turn into a memorable one. So it starts with my roommate issues. And my roommate, I did not know coming into this year. He's from Kansas City and I'm from Omaha. He's really nice and genuine and means well, but he's the heaviest sleeper known to man. On this specific morning, I came into my room at 3 a.m. after studying, and I knew that I could sleep in until 10 before my big test. I was woken from his first alarm at 7:30. However, he was not woken up by this alarm at 7:30. I had to get up and turn off his alarm for them. So I climbed back into bed, and 10 minutes later, his alarm went off again. I only put it on snooze. So then I just yelled at him, and this cycle went on for 10 more minutes until the next alarm went off, and then I just eventually got up and got ready for the day. So I spent that extra time studying and eating breakfast before my big test. So I took the test at a testing center, and I felt really good going through each question. Until I hit submit, and I realized I got a C when I really needed an A on this test. I was outraged, and the exhaustion from the night before did not help. So I went back to the house, and more things continued to go wrong. I arrived too late for lunch, so I had to wait to eat till dinner. So I just stormed up to my room and went to bed. After 10 minutes, my cousin Tommy, who's in the crowd, came up and woke me up and wanted to play golf. Immediately I said no and didn't want to play, but he's very persuasive and talked me into it. So I reluctantly agreed, and we decided to go play a local par 3 golf course. Things continued to go wrong. Tommy does not have a car here, so I drove, and right after we left the parking lot, I ran out of gas. After finally getting gas, I missed my turn to go to the course. And then when we finally got there, I said, okay, I'm just gonna have a positive attitude and forget everything else that went wrong. My first swing, I hit about a yard of grass before the ball, and my ball went 10 feet. After the first hole, we got stuck behind a golfer who was possibly one of the slowest golfers I ever played behind. He played 3 different balls by himself and acted like he was on the PGA Tour. So I continued to play poorly and was even more annoyed by how slow we were playing until we got to the 8th hole. On the 8th hole, I grabbed my favorite wedge, tossed my ball on the ground, and without a second thought, I took my swing. Immediately after making contact, I knew it was good. I yelled, "Be right," and stared it down the entire way. Without a bounce, it plummeted off the flagstick into the cup for a hole-in-one. My mood completely flipped, and I ran around the tee box like an idiot. A smile did not leave my face for hours, as I retold this story many times. I'd been waiting for a moment like this ever since I began playing golf as a 3-year-old. But now, to find the accomplishment, it was something that totally changed my mood. My day was a complete and utter mess before I went on to the 8th tee box. But events that turn people's day around, like this, are really big and change their mood for the whole day. Usually, for most people, they're not a matter of chance like mine, but they're from something nice that one of the people around them do for them. So this shows how going the extra mile and doing a good deed can make a larger impact on somebody's life than you'd ever know. Everyone has terrible days, so be courteous and be the human version of the lucky golf swing that can turn someone's day 180 degrees in a matter of seconds.